What to do with unhappy? Unhappiness is usually a symptom of a focus that has been practiced for a very long time. And this focus comes from feelings. Unhappiness is a general statement. Happiness is also a general statement. There are contributing factors to both. And both are alike in that there is one that is allowing a sense of connection and one that is disallowing the sense of connection, but the sense of connection is always there, whether you greatly appreciate the energy of it or whether you're not appreciating the energy of it. So there's no need to really focus too much on unhappiness, although you may want to look back and dig through your past life and say, these are the things that would contribute to my unhappiness today. And you could look back at the childhood that brought you into this misalignment with your source. You could look back at the circumstances of anything from poverty to those who may claim they know who you are because of the choices that you have made in your life, and those choices that were never choices for you to make in the very beginning. And there are situations in which have brought about violence and hurt and painful experiences into your life. And there have been other things that are contributing factors, such as chemicals in the brain and children being disavowed early in life. And there are so many contributing factors that could potentially lead to a feeling of unhappiness in your current position. And so we recognize those things. To not recognize those things is to disavow suffering in this life. And to disavow suffering is to pretend that it doesn't exist. And to pretend that it doesn't exist means that we would be giving a great disservice, because there is truth in suffering. There is grace in suffering. There is hope in suffering. There are so many gifts that come from it. So to disavow the idea of suffering and say it doesn't exist in the human mindset would be a ridiculous thing. And when we look at something like unhappiness, we can suggest that the suffering has been looked at wrongly. It has been unappreciated for its gifts. And there are so many gifts in it. And you know that there are humans in your experience right now who, and in many previous years, hundreds of thousands of years, the humans in your experience have either allowed themselves to be taken out by the suffering that they've had, or they've allowed themselves to grow from it. There is a very distinct difference here. Both are on the path. Both are doing the best that they can. But one has decided that they will use the struggle, they will use the suffering, they will use the challenge to move forward, to allow, to create, to divine of themselves something more. They decided at certain points in their life that they would not allow the experiences they had to take them to a place of darkness. Instead, they would be that struggling small plant that finds a way through the concrete to the sun. That is the gift of suffering. Because once they reach that sun, there is nothing that will stop them ever. They will grow bigger and more beautiful than any plant who was just given a nice piece of soil, a nice plot of land, a nice easy journey. That concrete caused them to expand beyond all understanding. And so it is with humans. If you are experiencing this moment of unhappiness, it is just a moment. Don't worry, it'll pass, and any feelings or ideas around success, it's okay, that will pass as well. Health will pass, friendship will pass, love will pass, greed will pass, hurt will pass, pain will pass. All of it is just a part of the human experience, and whatever you choose to focus your attention on will get bigger. It will get stronger, and the flow will become more. So make that choice now. And we will take this a little bit farther and just move you through an idea that even though you are here in this time, in this space, in this challenge, in this difficulty, even though you may be experiencing even a feeling of boredom or a feeling of lackadaisicalness, a feeling of discontent, you have an opportunity here, now, in this space, to change that. And sometimes you can change it a little bit by having an emotion, a feeling that's just a little bit better than what you had been feeling before. So it's okay if you are in a feeling of despair and discontent, to feel a little anger, to feel a little hopelessness, to feel a little revenge even, to feel a little bit of possibility. And you could feel many of these feelings all at one time, and that's perfectly okay. But each time, everything starts to grow in your direction, whatever it is that you're focusing your attention upon. So we would not say to you, do it this way only. We would say to you instead, where would you like that energy to grow? Where would you like that energy to grow? Towards the sun? Towards the light? Or back down into the depths? It's your choice. We wouldn't want to take that away. But if you'll stay with us a little bit longer, we'll invite you into a more harmonious experience. So listen with us now. As you breathe in and out, carefully, consciously, just breathe. Focus all of your attention there. In and out. It's amazing how humans continually forget to breathe. We remind them. They forget to bring their conscious awareness to it. In and out, just like that. Yeah, bringing all of that awareness there. And as you do, we'll invite you to think about a few things. Just consider them. You know where all your unhappiness came from. That's evident. It may be even clear now why you would be unhappy. It's all clear. There are no guesses. You know all of your stories. You know all of the things that made you who you are right now in this feeling. in this concern, in this doubt, in this unhappiness, even in this little bit of fearfulness, in this depression, even in this anxiety. You know all of the things that brought you here, so we needn't bring any more attention to that. Instead, we will bring your attention to a different feeling. Something completely different from happy and unhappy. Those two very wildly unknowable words. Instead, we would like you to consider those things that help you feel more energized. Maybe having nothing to do at all with happy and unhappy. Perhaps it's just a nice breath of wind across your cheek. Maybe it's just a nice sunset. Maybe it's just a nice warm hand to hold. Perhaps it's not holding any hands at all, or any sunsets at all, or any wind at all, but instead just this breath that is moving in and out. Maybe that's all you focus on now. And there are things in this experience that you enjoy, that you love. Sometimes it's hard to see what they are. There are things that you love. There are things that you love and you want more of. Things like happiness, joy, peace, kindness, gentleness. And so as you breathe, we'll invite you to say, I accept. On that inhale, I accept. And on that exhale, peace. I accept gentleness. I accept kindness. I accept effortlessness. I accept ease. I accept knowing. I accept truth. Inhaling and exhaling. I accept love. I accept grace. I accept peace. I accept love. I accept myself. I accept truth. I accept grace. I accept peace. And inhaling and exhaling in this way. Maybe inhaling slower and exhaling deeper. Whatever it is, whatever feels right to you. Just letting the words wash over you as you breathe regularly in whatever way feels more peaceful, more connecting, more gentle, more knowing, more knowable. You needn't be concerned. You needn't be concerned at all. All things are on their way to you in a way that will feel easier just after this interaction. Just a little bit easier now. Just a little bit more calm. Just a little more effortless. That's right. Calmer and calmer. What would you like to accept more of in your life today? What feels easier for you today? Just today. You needn't go beyond that. You needn't try to figure out your entire life. Just today, what feels good. And bring all of your awareness there, all of your attention there, and things will become much easier. Remember now. Remember who you are now. In this place of enoughness, of trust and growth. You are always moving towards the sun. And once you break free, it will be so effortless to keep going. Continue, dear heart. Continue. Remember who you are.